Hey guys, it's Nicole with theunguardedheart.com, and today I want to spend a little bit of time talking about self-identity and looking inward and really discovering things about yourself, both positive and negative, that kind of define who you are. And I never realized how important that was until I moved to Chicago after a long-term relationship had ended and I had finished grad school and I decided to start this new life in the Midwest. And what I realized and what I discovered was that I really didn't know who I was exactly. I mean, I had an idea, I had some of the morals and values, obviously, that I felt were ingrained in me, but it wasn't something that became part of my everyday life. And that is just so important, not only for yourself and how you live, but then in turn how it affects your relationships. And I realized that not knowing that part, obviously, is growing up and you're finding yourself, but it ultimately affected my relationship with my ex-boyfriend at the time. And I think it affected my relationships moving forward in who I was dating. I wasn't secure in who I was. I wasn't sure of the things that entirely made me happy and what I stood for. And because of that, I kind of bent and followed what they wanted instead of really being true to who I was. And one of the things I realized is that I really didn't have any healthy boundaries in terms of doing things for other people. I'm definitely a people pleaser. I love to make other people happy. It's what I like to do, but I wasn't setting healthy boundaries. And so I would say yes to doing things that maybe I really didn't like, or just to please somebody else. I didn't want them to be mad at me, so I would go to a party or go to an event or do something that was pleasing the other person when in turn it was really making me anxious or unhappy. And I don't think I would have really realized that if it wasn't for all of the internal work that I was doing. Obviously, I would talk to friends. I was in therapy. I started doing yoga and reading books and writing a journal. And all of these things just really helped me define more of who Nicole was. And it was such a wonderful experience. And that's what I thought my 20s were for, really, was finding myself, trial and error, making mistakes, figuring it out. And I'm sure there will be more of that to come. We never just get to be fully whole, in my opinion. But it's such an empowering feeling when you really start to discover who you are, what makes you happy, what you stand for, and actually live it. And so I started saying no to things. I started setting healthier boundaries, and life just seems to kind of go a lot more smoothly. And so I invite all of you to really take the time to look inward yourselves. So get a journal, write your feelings down on paper, do things that push you outside of your comfort zone and make you feel uncomfortable so that you can discover new things about yourself. Because at the end of the day, the more you know about you and the more you feel confident in you, the more you can go into relationships with a healthier frame of mind. And ultimately, that's what we all want, is to be in healthy, loving relationships with ourselves and with our partners. So please continue to follow us at theunguardedheart.com, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.